Sometimes you just gotta sit in the midst of survival mode and tell God, thank you. I thought this was a crazy thing to say, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I didn't realize that there's a blessing in the middle of survival mode until I started going back to my journal entries of, oh my God, like years ago, while I was weeping and while I was in the wilderness, while I was struggling, while I was lacking. In the moment, God was still keeping me. In the moment, I still had my right mind. In the moment, I still found some joy, some peace. In the moment, God was giving me all sorts of surprises, like, surprise, I got this for you, I got that for you. But what I'm trying to say to the person who's watching me right now, find joy in survival mode. Find peace. There is some peace in survival mode. It is. There's a lot of hidden blessings in survival mode where God is calling you all to Himself to fully trust Him. God is calling you to obey Him. God is calling you to just sit in silence, sit in solitude. For a lot of you, your mind has been conditioned to believe that you have to be on your feet 24/7. And sometimes God will make you sit down so that you can rest, so that you can hear Him, so that you can find peace in Jesus. And survival mode will not always be a part of your journey, honey. I know you've heard this. I know some of you may be tired of hearing this, but I'm just going to tell you again. For every bad season, there is something good on the other side. But you just have to be willing to keep pushing, keep praying, keep prophesying over your life. Stop telling yourself that it'll never get better. Stop telling yourself that, well, maybe I won't make it so my children can. No, you and your children are going to make it. You're going to come out of this thing stronger. You're going to come out of this thing with more wisdom. You're going to come out of this thing better than how you came in. But thank God for still keeping you. Thank God for still holding you. Thank God for still being a father to you and your child, honey. That's a blessing of its own. Survival mode is not your portion. Survival mode is a part of your story. The purpose that God has on your life is so much bigger than your problems and your pain. You may not see it right now, but eventually you will. But even while you're in the midst of survival mode, find joy, find healing, find peace, find new strength, find new ideas, honey, because God will birth so many things out of that rough season. I thank God for my rough season. I thank God for just keeping me in general. There is a breaking and a breakthrough, but you got to trust and believe that God got you every step of the way, and make the best out of it. Make the best out of the bad times, the good times, the uncertain times, and the times where you see it all coming together, because it's going to come together. You already know Romans 8:28 says it's going to work out for your good anyway. But while you in that struggle, God is strengthening you. So keep going.